I am about to share with you this week's quick write number 2 for The Alchemist. Let me just get the slideshow up here. Okay. This actually brought me to the third slide. Okay, so there's 3 slides total this week. The first slide is the quick write philosophy again. So all that is just the directions for what a quick write is. Last week, I went through those directions with you as a reminder. I'm certainly not going to do that every single week, but I will include this slide every single week just as a reminder. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip past that slide and take a look here at the second slide. It says, before you write, fold a sheet of paper in half to create 2 columns, or make a chart with 2 columns in Google Docs. So I think I said last week, I like to kick it old school and I like to write by hand in my notebook. But for the sake of this example, I'm going to actually go ahead and open up a Google Doc and I'm going to make that table. It then says, label the columns, the 2 columns, as follows. The best things that have happened in my life and the worst things that have happened in my life. So I'm making a 2-column chart, best things that have happened, worst things that have happened. It then says, brainstorm as many items as you can think of for each column. It doesn't tell me how long to do that for. So, do it for as long as you'd like. I'm thinking, well, what I'll probably do is I'll start the list, work on it for 2-3 minutes, and then just let it sit there for a little bit, and then I'll come back to it later. So I'll get the list started, and then I'll kind of work on it here and there as things enter into my brain. Last bullet there says, from your entire list, both columns, pick out the 3 most significant events. All right, so basically what this is asking me to do is it's asking me to brainstorm a little bit, get some things in my head, in my mind before I do whatever the writing task is. And then there's the writing task itself. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to open up a Google Doc like suggested, and I'm going to make that 2-column chart. Those of you that like doing all of this right in Google Docs, this is really for your benefit if you're not sure how to make a table. All right, so here I am opening up Google Docs. As you can see, my internet connection leaves a little to be desired, but it's moving at a fairly decent speed. Clicking here on a blank document. Why don't I go ahead and call this, I'm going to call it Quick Write 2 for The Alchemist. Quick Write. Oh my golly, having a lot of luck here, as you can see. Quick Write 2 brainstorming. That's what I'm going to call it. Quick Write 2 brainstorming. And then I want a 2-column chart. And the way I can do that, I think, is I go up to Insert. Yep, there it is. Insert Table. I want this bad boy to be 2 columns and 2 rows because I'm going to write the heading for each row, and then I'll have the other row be where I write down my brainstorms. So this is best things that have happened in my life to date. This is worst things that have happened in my life to date. And like I said, I'm going to brainstorm for a minute or 2 here. I can only record these videos for up to 5 minutes, and I'm low on time, but I'll get my list started, and then I'll probably return to it every once in a while the next few days before I do my writing piece. All right, best things that have happened to me. Marrying Mrs. Martin. Happy Mother's Day, babe. Speaking of that one, having our kids. This is going to sound selfish, but it popped into my head. Caleb especially was memorable. First of my 3 kids. Just an amazing experience. I'm not saying I favor him over the twins. I just especially remember flashbulb memory, Caleb being born. Worst things that have ever happened in my life. Oh gosh, I'm not going to tell you this story, but I was suspension during junior year. And of course, I'll just keep these lists going. So that's what I'm doing for the second slide is I'm brainstorming, and then I'll do the actual quick write itself. Back in a few with the second video for this particular part of this week's work. Thank you for watching.